right, welcome back. I want to spend a few minutes talking about the process of becoming a PAFOW community member. And I want it to be just very open is that after COVID hit, we were effectively delegate revenue from the in-person events that we had been doing just went away. The sponsors were wondering, okay, what is in it for us? They have very tight budgets. They had uncertainty around the future of their businesses. The idea of marketing and lead gen became really tough for them. So, what did we have to do to respond appropriately to keep the community going and developing an economic model underneath it? So there's been a lot of exploration towards this end. We want to be very inclusive, everybody from students to early career professionals to those who are wanting to learn more about people data and analytics and in AI, whether you be an HR business partner or someone who's thinking about transitioning into a people analytics type role, or even someone who's interested in the future of work and how data and analytics and AI are going to influence the future of work. So you could be an executive, you can be just somebody who's interested. So we have a broad community now. We started with people analytics leaders and their teams, and it's expanded, and that's been very intentional. So what is the economic model? Well, you can enter the PAFOW campus for free. We made a very clear commitment, I did, that is, to say, okay, there are people around the world who cannot afford X to learn about this stuff. And we want to provide an experience for them. And so with that as a non-negotiable, we say, okay, we're going to keep the platform free. And so the video content on the PAFOW campus is going to be available for a certain period of time. So with this event that we just did, given it's our first go on the platform, we're going to keep all the video content available for free until the end of October. So that is an opportunity for people to go in and experience it. Now, if you become a community member for $99.99 a year, don't beat me up about the 99 cents. It's the way the pricing works and the tool that we use. So effectively for $100 per year, you can not only access the environment, and we have some special benefits within the environment itself, but you also get access to the PAFOW community app. And that's where the presentations will be shared. We'll have audio recordings of the session so you can listen to them like a podcast. We'll have transcriptions. Obviously, we're allowed, so not all presenters authorize that, but just know that those assets are available in the PAFOW community app, which you can download on Google Play or the App Store. I have to say it's pretty darn cool, and we're building that out as well. So that's something that if you for a little over $10 a month, you're not only going to get access to the content that we created in this last event, but the events that we've done over the past 12 months, going back to January of 2019. And you will get access to all the content that we deliver for the next year. And we're going to be doing events every other week. In fact, PAFOW Live is every week. So by that definition, we're going to be doing, we're generating content every week. So you're experiencing right now PAFOW Live. Runs for 90 minutes, 9 to 10:30 a.m. each Thursday, Pacific U.S. time. Many of you might be aware of my People Data for Good podcast, formerly the PAFOW podcast. I've been doing it for 3 or 4 years now. I'm honored for my guests, not only on the podcast, but PAFOW Live. And it's, I just got to pinch myself sometimes that people actually say yes, or they reach out to me now and say, hey, can I be on? And I'm like, yeah, sure, let's do this. Particularly if you have something, an idea, an approach, a tool that is aligned with our principle, our mission around people data for good. So finally, two more things. We have Our social channels are maturing. We've expanded into Instagram now. We're creating snippet videos out of it. So if you're not following us on Instagram, please do so. Our podcast is on Spotify as well as SoundCloud and available on most podcast players. We're relaunching our People Data for Good newsletter. This will come out in our next iteration next week. So I'm very excited about that. And that will highlight what we're calling our learning labs. Now, these are 4 to 6 weeks educational experiences, what we call education consulting hybrids. And I want to give special thanks to Tess Walton, Heather Whiteman, Jeff Higgins, Dan George, Amit Mahindra, and several, Daphne Aronson, several other individuals who have participated in forming what these experiences are going to look like. They happen over 4 to 6 weeks. They're actually delivered via the PAFOW app, so you get access to the content. So by joining, you become a member of the PAFOW app, PAFOW community by default, so to speak. And if you're already a community member, then you get a discount of $100 on that learning experience. It's available for organizations as well. So very excited about getting that rolling. And they're going to be organized around these 12 key themes. Now, there's going to certainly be sub-themes and maybe things that are little offshoots of these, but this is not only going to be how the learning labs are organized within the PAFOW community platform, the PAFOW campus, that is. These are going to be, if you will, the big buckets. These are the rooms within our content library on the PAFOW campus. So as we develop our content library, both historically and moving forward, if you are a specialist in any of these areas, you can go in there and the content will be organized accordingly. Finally, we are about people's data for good. So if you're listening to me for the first time, this, for us, is the promotion of the ethical and responsible use of people data and analytics and AI for the benefit of individuals, teams, groups, organizations, and society at large. So it is an ambitious mission, no doubt, but we are standing for something. And this certainly goes into the diversity, equity, and inclusion and social justice area. It also goes into data privacy and management and ethics, and really putting in some wickets and determining, okay, what is the adverse impact, potential adverse impact, and when should I be saying no, either as an HR leader, people honest professional, or so forth. We have to balance that with creativity and really trying to understand and advocate for people within our organization. So when I talk about groups, I'm certainly talking about diversity groups and others who have been underrepresented or have been not had the same opportunities than others. So anyway, much to share, much to learn. So we're going to take a short break, and I'll be back with our last segment, and then we'll talk to Jess Von Bank of LeapGen.